Right, the last thing I'm going to talk about now is possibly one of the most important yet neglected subjects for the business topics for SMEs, and it's productivity. I think you guys know, well, Kiwis have a very strong work ethic, so we're quite proud of that. And we're known internationally for being hard workers. We are unfortunately also known internationally for having a very low labour productivity rate. We work 10 hours, we have 10% more hours each new staff member than comparable countries in the OECD. I hazard a guess how much more we produce for those 10% more hours? 25% less income as a country. There are some complex reasons for that, but Ganesh Nana, I used to work with him, he used to be at IRD. He's now the Productivity Commission Chairman for New Zealand, and he said New Zealanders work hard rather than smart. I think he's right. I think one of the places it is hardest to work smart is as an owner of an SME. It is one of the most challenging things you can choose to do in your career, I think. So what happens? You wear a lot of hats. This is where the challenge is. You wear a lot of hats. You are the HR person. You are the customer service person. You are the production person. You are overseeing the dispensary. Are we stocked? Have we got enough staff? What? We've got a tech. Away on sick leave. Oh God. And you're running your production. You're in charge of marketing. And it can be very hard to get time away to steer the ship. Or maybe it feels impossible. But somehow as a business owner, you need to find a way, if you haven't already, and I know one or two people here who have, and it's really reaping benefits, you need to switch some of your energy from hard work that you do with your hands to smart work that you do with us. So I encourage clients who are willing to invest more in improving their business to try and start by setting aside half a day a month to get away from their business for this purpose. It's to make plans, it's to review plans, it's to review critical pieces of information, not just everything you can grab. There are key pieces of information, and ditch the rest. Right? You need to know what those bits of information are. I'm going to show you in a minute. And make decisions to improve your business's performance. So the time you spend making smart, well-informed decisions in your business is hands down, it's not even a race, the most productive activity that you as an SME owner will do per hour in your month. Hi, I'm just cutting in here because at this point in the talk, I projected onto the big screens in the auditorium our pharmacy income model. We couldn't find a way of inserting it into this video, unfortunately, but you'll get the idea. If you like the sound of it, get in touch and I'll give you a free demo on Zoom. It is good. The same goes for our KPI reports, which I refer to a bit later in the talk. So, what I'm going to show you now is a tool we have developed for this purpose. For all those thousands of hours we put in, this is what's come of it so far. This is one of the things. So what we've done is modeled pharmacy income. There aren't a lot of drivers. So down the left-hand side in red, down the left-hand side in red is drivers. They've been talked about quite a few times already this weekend. Increase your repeats, increase your conversion rate. So that's how many dollars of retail are you selling for every $10 of dispensary sales? How many LTCs have you got in vaccinations? Your drivers. There's the others, but they are the ones where the biggest bang for your buck are, we think, so far. And over here, we've got the outcomes, the blue. Your gross profit dollars, your cash flow, your EBIT, and the value of your business. If the value of your business becomes more and more important the closer you get to the end of retirement. Okay, so let's just say we got Jeff coming, and Jeff's a client of ours, and he's not really done much with his business. So he says, I think I should, I'm 5 years out from retirement, I want to get the most I can for my business. So, what can we do, Hugh? So we do a bit of benchmarking, it's quite simple, on these key drivers. Not on like hundreds of thousands of things, just on 4 things. And we benchmark them across our other clients. So we say, well, Jeff, you did increase your repeats a bit last year, but it was COVID and then you stopped completely on the dime. So how much do you think you could increase your repeats in this coming year? And maybe 10%? And he goes, I don't know, I don't want to overcook it because you got to have wage capacity to start increasing your repeats. So he goes, can we do 5? So I go, okay, let's agree 5. We've got 5 in here. Let's see if you watch EBIT. 173 goes to 194. So I hard typed in 173 in the value of the business down below there so you can see the change. He's just added 21,000 to his EBIT. That's income before tax. And that's just by a 5% increase in repeats. This is an actual pharmacy model, actually. It's about 500 scripts a day. An 80-20 split, 80% dispensary, 20% retail. So I say, all right, Jeff, there's 20 grand. Yeah, is that achievable? You're sure it's achievable? Goals that aren't achievable and aren't measurable, move on. You haven't found a good goal yet. It's got to be achievable and it's got to be measurable. All right, Jeff, your conversion rate. Now, what sort of effort have you put in your retail to convert these people coming in for a script to a retail sale? And he says, well, we tried, but the girls are good, but we haven't really invested much in that. And I say, well, what if you got some of Phil Berry or John Sable's help? Surely, look, there's a Borax thing he talked to us about yesterday. Surely you could increase that. He said, yeah, I guess we could. Well, let's make it really modest then, because you'll be a lag time, you'll have to get in some training. Let's just say you're going to increase your conversion rate from 250 to 260. And we watch EBIT, see what happens. So EBIT's gone up by another 12 a year. Now that is a very modest increase in conversion rate. He could probably go 275, but it's best to make your goals achievable, make sure you can achieve them, otherwise you just get disappointed. You can also up your goals. Failing to meet your goals gets a bit discouraging, so you keep them conservative at the start. And then I said, Jeff, your LTCs, you haven't really pushed that, have you? And he says, no, not really. I said, the average of our clients is about 200 and you're 109. So what about 1 a week? He said, yeah, we've just been too busy. We haven't really focused on it. I said, 1 a week, is that doable? And he says, yeah, that's doable. So 109 goes to 161. And we're coming to the end. And I said, all right, Jeff, these are your goals. So we agreed, and these are all achievable. You're going to increase your repeats by 5%, your conversion rate to 260, your LTCs to 161. All right? Agreed? Yep. So the next step is you need to go away, Jeff, and write down how you are going to achieve that. What are you going to do each week, up front, and then each week, to ensure your staff know what they're doing. They have new standards, they have new practices, systems, new training. You're going to have to get on the phone to John Sable for a kick-off day, or Phil, and bring them in and train your staff how to increase the conversion rate. And he says, okay. The other thing I say to him, what we're going to have to do is, what I say to him actually before I even do that, I say, Jeff, you're going to, if you do these things, and they're quite achievable, we haven't stretched it, you're going to increase your EBIT by 173 to $46,000 in 1 year. Now, we haven't even done half an hour yet, haven't I? He's just created through smart use of his time and use not information. A very achievable $46,000 increase in his EBIT. But look at the increase in the value. We've used a multiplier. Multipliers down here. We've used a multiplier for 5, and it's still getting achieved around the country, by the way. I'm going to talk about that. But he's increased the value of his business with a modest achievable goal by $230,000. Now this is a modest goal. that's pretty good news to someone coming up towards retirement. That's good news to anyone at any stage in their pharmacy. The thing that we've helped Jeff do is take him away from thinking that it's just all about hard work. The classic Kiwi thing, if I work hard, I'll make it. Well, yeah, that's true, but if you take some of that time away and you work smart, you will reap disproportionately productive results. So there you go, who said numbers can't be sexy? That is sexy. Time he's going to spend with me up front, and then each month implementing this is going to be easily his most productive activity of the year. Now I say to him, okay, we've got to monitor this, Jeff. It's no good setting a goal and then finding out at the end of the year you made it or didn't. You've got to monitor this. We'll do some management reports for you, and you guys are probably getting that. You might be getting this from your accountant. I say Jeff does his own, maybe. Some people try and do their own. I try and encourage people not to. This is a skilled job for a skilled accountant. The skill and expertise we put into even your monthly reports are not that different to what we do for your annual reports. It looks easy, because there's a print button on zero. You just put the date in the print and then you've got your month. No, this is a skilled professional job. Get your accountant to do them, or you might be looking at figures that really don't make sense or aren't helpful. It's got to be. You can't make good decisions based on bad information. You need good information. Then I say to Jeff, look, we've got this KPI report. Now, you have got an absolute wealth of data inside your Tonic or your RX1 systems. We've learned to drag some of it out, just some of the key stuff. And so we've got here, we monitor this every month. So Jeff, there's your conversion rate, we'll monitor that. This stuff comes off his zero. Down here, this stuff comes off his uses repeats. Here's his LTCs, that stuff comes off his 20. So Jeff's happy, and he didn't know it could be so easy. I'd be surprised if Jeff didn't say, "God, I should have done this months ago, years ago," and can't wait to get started. This is smart rather than hard work. Yeah, so this is just a tool. This is kind of an attitude. This is how we roll. Whether it's discounted videos or this sort of tools or coded videos we put out, we are trying to innovate as accountants and proactively bring to the pharmacy industry. We really put all our eggs in one basket in a way. The pharmacy industry stuff that can help you guys get ahead in what could be some of you challenging times. All right, thank you very much for listening. Have an awesome Saturday. We'll probably catch you later on.
A couple of minutes just to grab one or two questions if you have anything burning. It's essentially the Tom Jones of the accounting world. But also, every time, because you don't bump into accountants, but who can communicate accounting and bring it to you in business terms on a Saturday morning and telco to make it real. So there is, I love those Excel spreadsheets. It's just changed this by 2%, one extra sale.